glow on the YouTube screen. Sean B steps in where the cuts run deep. From a New York state of mind, she was born to see what gets lost in the dark, what they don't want to speak. Silk in her voice, but the questions hit hard. Pulling back the curtain, laying truth on the yard. Every hush-hush story, every shadow clue. She's piecing up the pain till the whole thing comes through. She don't chase noise, she follows the trail. When the headlines miss, she will still unveil. With a sharp-eyed soul and a heart that knows some stories need light so the healing can grow. On YouTube, tune in, let the realness ride. Like, share, subscribe, keep the truth alive. Sean B on the scene, bringing dark today, giving lost names rhythm, giving silence a say. Like, share, subscribe, let the people come through. When Sean B talks truth, baby, everybody knew. For the tears unseen and the cries turned low, she be lifting up the weight that the world let go. Every fact she finds got a purpose and pulse. Every case she touches makes the silence convulse. No cheap thrills, just grace and fire. Taking buried details higher and higher, where the whispers get drowned and the weak get missed. She's a soulful reminder they still exist. She can feel when the story ain't sitting right. So she walks through the dark just to bring back light. With that grown woman glow and pivotal flare, she's reaching for the truth, cause it's waiting there. On YouTube, tune in, let the realness ride. Like, share, subscribe, keep the truth alive. Sean B on the scene, bringing dark today, giving lost names rhythm, giving silence a say. Like, share, subscribe, let the people come through. When Sean B talks truth, baby, everybody knew. She got that city soul, that uptown grace, and a mind that can read what time can't erase. So gather round close, let the story unfold. Some truths need a voice, some hearts need a hold, and she won't let the quiet just fade away. She's turning low, whispers into words that stay. On YouTube, tune in, let the realness ride. Let the realness ride. Like, share, subscribe, keep the truth alive. Sean B on the scene, bringing dark today, giving lost names rhythm, giving silence a say. Like, share, subscribe, let the people come through. Sean B keeps it real, and she's speaking it true. Sean B, true crime, where the hidden gets revealed, and every story matters.
Hey y'all, hold on, I don't know what the heck is going on with my mouse. It's not letting me.
Late night glow on the YouTube screen. Sean B steps in where the cuts
How y'all
run deep. From a
doing?
New York state of mind, she was born to see what gets lost in the dark, what they don't want to speak. Silk in her voice, but the questions hit hard. Pulling back the curtain, laying truth on the yard. Every
How y'all
hush-hush
doing?
story,
Hey.
every shadow clue. She's piecing
I'm
up
still
the
trying to
pain
find
till
out
the
why my
whole
mouse
thing
is
comes
not
through.
letting
She
me.
don't chase noise, she follows the
Okay, let
trail.
it go. Oh man.
When the headlines miss, she will still
Tired of
unveil with a sharp-eyed soul and a heart that knows some stories need light so the healing can grow. On YouTube, tune in, let the realness ride. Like, share, subscribe, keep the truth alive. Sean B on the scene, bringing dark today, giving lost states rhythm, giving silence.
Oh well, I don't know.
Like, share,
Oh,
subscribe,
oh,
let the
hey,
people
Ray Ray
come
from
through.
PA. Need
When
flowers.
Sean B talks
Hey,
to
Nate.
baby,
Hey, Tina.
everybody knew.
And Patrice. And Vanessa. And T.
For the
Hey,
tears
y'all.
unseen and the cries too
Hello.
low, she
I
be
see,
lifting
wait,
up
okay,
the
Miss
weight that the
Pamela.
world let go.
I
Every
see you
face
under a
she finds
different
got a purpose and pulse. Every kiss
name.
she touches makes the
I don't know
silence
what that's
convulse.
about, but I'm
No
glad you're here,
cheap
love.
thrills,
Thank
just
you.
grace and fire.
Hey,
Taking
Buttercup.
every
Hey,
detail
Bull.
higher
Hey,
and higher.
Tay.
Where the whispers get
First one in
drowned
the
and the
building.
weight get
Hey,
missed.
Bull.
She's a soulful reminder
So,
they still
y'all,
exist. She can feel when the story ain't
at
said
first I was going to go
right.
live and I had something else to talk
So she
about. And I
walks through
said,
the
you know
door
what?
just to
I'm
bring
not
back
even going to
life.
challenge that anymore,
When that
right?
grown
Thank you
woman
for playing
glows
my song twice.
and pimping a
I'm trying to turn it off, girl.
she's reaching
I
for the
ain't even
truth
gonna
'cause
hold
it's
you. I'm trying to turn it off, but it won't let
On
me
YouTube,
scroll
tune in, let the realness
down there
ride.
to get it off. Like I'm trying to turn it off,
Subscribe,
and it
keep
won't
the
let me.
truth
Y'all can still hear the
alive.
song?
Sean B on the scene, bringing dark today,
This is great.
giving lost names rhythm, giving
It's not, my mouse
silence
is
a
not letting me scroll.
sound.
Like this is
share,
ludicrous. Like
subscribe,
what is
let the
going
people come
on?
through. When Sean B talks to baby, everybody knew she got
Y'all
that
can still
city
hear
soul,
the
that uptown grace, and a mind that can
crazy.
read what time can erase. So gather
Oh
round
my
close, let the
goodness, this is
story
not
unfold.
letting
Some
me.
truths need a voice, some hearts need a
It's
hope.
letting me scroll in the
She
comments,
won't let the
right?
quiet just
And so
fade
when I click media,
She's turning low,
it's in that
whispers
same
into
area,
words that stay.
and it's not letting me
On YouTube, tune in,
um
let the realness ride, let the realness
scroll there.
ride. Like, share,
Y'all laughing. I know
subscribe,
that's
keep the
right,
truth
y'all. This is
alive.
cow.
Sean B on the scene,
It's really not. It's
bringing
not
dark
letting me
today, bringing dark
scroll
today,
up.
giving
Now
lost
look at there.
names
Now I
rhythm,
done messed
giving
around. Okay.
silence a sound.
Thought I had to mess something up, y'all.
Like, share,
Alright, so let me see. If I do
let
this,
the
do
people
that,
come
do
through.
that, do that,
And
that.
she's
See,
speaking
it's letting me do all that, right?
truth.
Then I go back over here to scroll. It will not scroll. This is crazy. Okay, so I'll just turn the music off that way. How about that? Y'all good? CW, you supposed to be a wireless mouse. No, it's not. I haven't gotten one yet. So it's plugged in. The light is on. Like I said, I can scroll you guys' comments, but it's not letting me scroll so I can turn the music off. So, anywho, I was going to go live earlier and talk about something totally different in relation to what is her name? Hold on, guys. Strand, the little girl that went missing. Athena, I think her name is. Strand. Well, they started a whole. Did y'all hear about the new Amber Alert? Did y'all hear about that new Amber Alert that they started? Anybody hear about it? Yes, with the FedEx driver. Yep, yep, yep. Well, they started a whole Amber Alert for her in Texas. And what I was going to talk about is why didn't they start an Amber Alert for the little black kids in Texas that went missing? That's what I was going to talk about. And I said, it's Texas, girl. That's why. Because it's Texas. You know what I mean? No, ma'am, I didn't hear about the Amber Alert. No, Tina, no, you're not hearing me, boo. They created a total different alert, okay, for that under that child's name. Excuse me. I believe her name is Athena. I'm not sure, but I know her last name is Strand. And it was the little girl that was kidnapped. And this is an adult channel now, so I don't have to, and I researched it, I don't have to use the word unalive anymore. My channel is marked for adults only. And so I don't have to say that crap anymore. She was kidnapped and they suspect sexually assaulted Athena. Okay, yep, there go that brain working sometimes, y'all know. And but she was definitely murdered and found in a body of water called Bobo Lake or something like that, right? And she was naked. And so she was found 2 days later. But my point is, the reason why I was going to talk about it is because they created an alert called Athena Alert, not Amber Alert. And this alert is supposed to be, the significance of it is supposed to be because it does not require proof or confirmation that a child has been abducted. They are missing, look for them, period, is what they basically saying. And I didn't, while I'm glad that they were able to find the little girl, I wish they had found her sooner. Of course, she's still a child, right? An innocent child. My thing is, what about all the brown and black babies in Texas that go missing all the time, just like around the damn world, right? But in Texas, just like in California with the Ebony Alert, why isn't that nationwide? Why isn't it nationwide that nobody has to be confirmed abducted? They're missing. Is that not important enough? So that's what I was going to talk about. I changed my mind because it get my blood pressure up too much. It just does. So let me see what y'all saying in the chat. Okay, starting from the beginning. Tay said, hey, Sean B. Mods in chat. Tina said hello. Miss Pamela said she sent me some butterflies. I like butterflies. And Buttercup said, hey, good evening. Happy Thursday, Sean B. in chat. Greetings from Patterson, New Jersey. Ray from PA said, hey, Miss Sean B. Tina dancing. Pamela said, it's me, Pamela Queen. No, that's right, boo. She said, hello, everyone. Vanessa says, hey, Sean B. in chat. And she sent the heart. And they're saying hello. And T said, good evening, Queens. Vanessa dancing. She doing a little, shaking a little tail feather. And they said, hey, Auntie. Patrice said, good evening, Queen Sean B. in chat. Good evening to you too, Queen. Tina said, tired, but I'm here. Right. Ray sent me some flowers. Thank you, boo. T said, doing well. How is Queen Sean B? I'm good, y'all. I'm good. The weather is finally looking up. I got outside and did some spray paint on some of my crafts so I can finish the mirror behind me because I don't have all my flowers on there. Let me see. That mirror right back there. That one. I still had to do some more flowers. See that blank spot right there? Right there. So, yeah. I got to go outside and spray paint. Yep. Uh my middle name and last. Okay. All right. Thank you, boo. All me, she said. I know that's right, boo. She said, oh, it's me. Nothing fake. All me. New phone. I know that's right, baby. Tina, you are welcome to hear that song twice. I wasn't trying, but hey, at least y'all like it. How about that? Nothing worse than listening to a song you don't like. Okay. Thank you, CW. Let me see. CW said, I'm drunk as hell, sitting on the balcony, way too many Bahama mamas. Girl, stop that. You doing exactly what you want to do. Enjoy, baby. Pamela said, back on my own phone, my old phone. You didn't have to do that, love. You could have stayed on your new one. It's okay. It is all right. No, ma'am, I didn't hear about that. No, haven't heard. Yes, y'all, they created an Athena alert. That's what it's called in Texas. That does not require confirmation of an abduction. I don't know how the hell you would confirm that in the first place unless there's video. But then if there's video footage, you know what I mean? I mean, you know. Thank you, Patrice. Thank you, babe. Thank you. That's kind of my color scheme throughout the house downstairs. It's cream, gold, and black. And I'm just waiting for the weather to do right so I could redo my dining room set. I'm gonna totally strip it and sand it and paint it black because they don't make them like this no more. This is my husband's godmother's mother's dining room set that he got when his godmother passed away. So that's how old this is. Okay? His godmother was in her 70s and it was her mother's. Okay? So they don't make them like this no more. I am going to take care of this if it's the last thing I do, like it's a kid of mine. So I'm going to take all the hardware off and I'm going to strip it and sand it and clean it real good and I'm going to paint it black. Yeah. T said, been singing the song like I wrote it. Ah, thank you, love. Thank you. Charlotte said, no way, I'm done. I know that's right, boo. I know that's right. So, like I said in the thing, people going crazy. This world is crazy or people going crazy, one or the other. Charlotte Webb said, I'm so confused as to why there's so many stipulations when it comes to children in these Amber Alerts. In my opinion, when a child is missing, the alert should be put out no matter the color. Absolutely, no matter the color, rather they were abducted or they walked off. The point is the point is they're children and they're not where they're supposed to be. So they're not safe until they are returned. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously. Patrice said, wow, didn't know they created an Athena alert. Yes, they did, boo. Linda said, my kids say, hey, Auntie Shine. Hey, babies. Auntie Shine is saying hello, boos. Y'all my baby boos. Hey. Pamela said exactly. Tina says, stop putting a stipulation on the Amber Alerts. Absolutely. Stop putting stipulations on how quickly you're going to act when a child may be in danger. You know? Like it's crazy. So, what I do want to talk about though, y'all, is this right here. I just hope we can hear it.
We also saw, as you heard us speaking, this is a very active investigation. We did see video just a few minutes ago of helicopters over the scene.
We were hearing about drones being deployed in the area for that active investigation as well. Again, 1 confirmed dead, 9 injured in this shooting that happened at the Mall of Louisiana.
Well, the math continues to add up here, considering what Police Chief T.J. Morris had to say earlier when he was describing the 10 victims that they knew of at that time. Some innocent bystanders who were there just probably getting a bite to eat there around lunchtime in the food court. But sadly, the EBR coroner's office confirming that one of those victims who was hurt initially has now died after this. He said that there were a couple people, that was the term he used, a couple people who were going through some very serious surgeries in the immediate aftermath of this shooting. But he couldn't provide more details on the severity of injuries from everybody else who was there. He couldn't share any names at that point because this was so early in the investigation. But as you said, Ashley, with it here in the next, I don't want to put a number on it because they'll say 5 minutes, it'll turn into 15, 20 minutes. But we should be getting some more information here relatively soon, which would indicate that they have more to tell us than they did when they spoke to us earlier, Ashley.
And just throwing out some of the questions that we are asking in our news right now. What is the scope of the search that's happening in the area? Where is this happening? How long has it been going on? What are the conditions of those other victims? Just as Andrew said, the varying levels of convictions. What weapons may have been used in this crime? And have they identified if it is just one suspect or if there are multiple people on the run that they are working to identify at this time? And who are these two groups of people? But again, as we have been reporting for the last couple of hours, no known threat to the public. And that's because this is considered an incident, including involving 2 groups of people that led to the shooting, unfortunately involving innocent bystanders. Again, this is a live look along Bluebonnet Boulevard of active traffic right now. You do see traffic headed towards the highway right now.
Okay. People are going crazy. People are going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Like, seriously. Tina said, this is why I'm learning how to shop online. It may not be a big of a deal to everybody, but it's big of a deal to me. I take baby steps in doing things. I understand. Charlotte's Web said she agrees with Linda. Tina said, Lord, I'm praying for the family members in Louisiana. Welcome back, Tay. Linda says, Tina, I agree. Online is everything now. I just make sure that order 2 sizes bigger so it will fit me perfectly. I know that's right. Well, Charlotte's Web said, at Tina, I'm the same way sometimes. But I'm just going to watch my 3, 6, 9, and 12 laugh out loud. That means her front, her back, and both sides. These crazy ninjas are not going to have me living like a hermit. I know that's right. Tay said, I'm with you, Tina. I understand. I do. And I like to order online because, frankly, I don't like to see people wearing the same stuff that I'm wearing. Not all the time. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm stepping out. If I'm stepping out, I sure enough like to be unique with what I'm wearing. Right? And I'm just kind of ignorant like that. But in any case, this right here, I don't know. I don't understand. And they prevented what was planned on being a shooting yesterday. Some officer from Florida was planning to travel to Louisiana to the Jazz Festival and cause a mass shooting. But he must have told somebody and they told the authorities. So it was prevented from happening. They stopped him. Okay, Tay said, right, I like different stuff too. Nay said, Auntie, you see that one of the suspect is a former NC police officer. He planned the attack. Yes, drove from Florida to Louisiana just for it. Yes, they stopped that one, Nate. That was yesterday. This just happened 2 hours ago. This is they know the two groups that did this. They just can't find them. Right? But the one you're talking about that I was just speaking of, that was yesterday, and they were able to stop him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tay said, that's not ignorant. It's just you don't want to be looking like everyone. I'm the same way. Tina said, I know Virginia is on a curfew. Do y'all think that the same states are going to be on a curfew too? I think it's going to be, contingent upon how they acting. You know what I'm saying? If these fools is out here acting like ignorant fools, then a curfew may be, implemented. I don't know. Nay said, maybe that's the one you're talking about. Gotcha. Yep. Pamela said, oh my. It's crazy, y'all. It really is. Nay said, Lord have mercy. Mental health is real. And this isn't, you know what though, Nay? This ain't mental health. These are stupid ass people, because I don't know if they're kids or not. I don't know if they're adults. We don't know yet. We just know that I just know that they were saying that it was two groups that got into an altercation and started shooting. Mm-hmm. Linda said, my kids, that I'm so hard on them, and they wonder, I don't do crowds now. Exactly. Absolutely. Tay said, I don't think they would do it in New York. It's hard for the curfew thing. Absolutely. These are demons, Tina said. Yeah. I don't think they would try to implement a curfew in New York either, Tay. No. They don't have the police force for that. They would have to bring in the National Guard and the Army. You know what I'm saying? Like the boroughs, it's just too much. It's just too much. And they said, that's true, Auntie. Some people just dumb for no reason, just plain stupid. Absolutely. Because think about it like this, y'all. It's one thing that I've always said, and I know a whole lot of people say the same thing. How are y'all fighting over turf? Like in Brownsville, there's a beef going on now in Brownsville, in Brooklyn, where these two gangs literally live right across the street from each other. Mm-hmm. Right across the street from each other. Yet, if you're walking in the street and I can't even say it. It's so dumb. They think that they can stipulate who the hell can walk where, but let the police show up. Soon as the police show up, they all run like roaches and somebody just turned the light on. Make that shit make sense to me. Who the hell died and made y'all king of the damn streets? Nobody. That may happen in some little country ass small towns because there was an area down south in Alabama where the police just simply did not go. They did not go. And the folks of that little area policed themselves. And guess what? It wasn't no rivalry going on though. They just did not like the police because of what the police was doing when they did come around. So they stopped the police from coming. You want to do it like that? I'm all with you. That's what the Black Panthers was trying to do. You see what I'm saying? But I don't know of it happening anywhere else. I don't know if it is, and I don't know if it's not. All I'm saying is these rival gangs is ridiculous because you don't own the streets. You need something to do. Take your ass. Oh, and that's the other thing. These parents talking about they need to create something for these kids to do. Ma'am, who the hell you think you talking to? You can't even get your kid to go to school. So how the hell you gonna get your kid to go to some kind of community center or get a trade? They can't trade a pair of sneakers to go to fucking school every day. See, it's that kind of double talking bullshit that I'm tired of hearing about. Like that shit was cute 30 years ago. Like that's so that little talking point right there is so old. It's really old. Do I agree with it? Yes. For those that would like to have after school, extracurricular, on the weekend type of activities, absolutely. But that's not what that occasion called for. They were asking that woman, how can this not happen anymore? Hey, lady, the news reporters were asking, how can the community stop this from happening anymore? And this dumbass lady said the people need to create more community centers and stuff for these kids to do and all this kind of shit. We're talking about kids that won't even go to school, ma'am. Right, Ray. She said this ain't that and that ain't this. Exactly. Like stop it with the you thought you sound smart saying that, right, lady? Like, not you, Lady Mysterious. I'm talking about the lady on TV. Like, seriously. Like, she really sound like you just late, loud and wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, these kids won't even go to school. How you gonna get them to go get a trade? They're not making any money getting that trade. And that's the first thing they're going to say. That trade not going to feed me. That's the first thing they're going to say. It's utterly ridiculous. Let me see these comments. Tay said, did you get to see the story I was telling you about with the 15-year-old boy in Jamaica, Queens? I did not, love. It's been so much happening in the news that I've been trying to, you know what I mean, deal with that. And then I was dealing with, an attention-seeking son of a bitch the other day. And so I've been so distracted, Tay, but I will get to what was sent to my email. I promise you I will. Okay? But I did look that up, what you sent me about Roxanne Shante, and I couldn't find anything about that. About Roxanne Shante. Okay, that's one. Hold on. Because I did look up. Hold on 1 second. Where is it? Dang. I know I wrote it down. Oh, this is crazy. Oh, Zanaya Boyd, right? Somebody had given me the name Zanaya Boyd. I looked that up. I didn't find a lot. I just saw that she was 11 years old. And on April 1st, her death was ruled a drowning in Alexandria, Louisiana. And that was all that I saw, was that her death was ruled a drowning. And that's pretty much what everybody is saying about Zanaya Boyd. So I just wanted whomever gave me that name to know that I did look it up, but that's all I found. Let me see. Linda said, let's just pray. We're living in the last days. I used to hear my grandparents say this all the time. Now I understand. I feel like all things are planted by government to control us and to take us back to slavery. Shit, they could forget about that. Lady came in. She said, "Hey, Queens." Tay said, "I always kept my two boys in after-school programs, sports, even summer camp." Yes, Tay, absolutely. I was a summer camp baby. I was a summer camp kid. You know what I'm saying? And then it got to the point where that shit just wasn't safe no more. And I'm not saying anything about the camp that your kids go to, but just make sure you talk to them. Just talk to them, Tay. That's all I'm gonna say. You know. And make sure that they look out for one another, right? Ray said, "This ain't that, that ain't right." And then Tay said, Tina even tried to post like if he had off, even tried to post like he had off to self, but I think it's for them to try to get the attention off of him. Someone on Instagram posted to mom that she possibly hiding him. Lady said, activity centers not going to stop nothing from happening when they not going to school. That's right. They not going to go to the center if it's positive. They only attracted to negativity. Absolutely. Okay, Tay, thank you, babe. Tay said, yeah, it was mostly on Instagram. She was posting. I don't know if it hit the news. Okay. Linda said, nothing is going to stop these animals because they were raised right from the beginning. Mom, dad, grandparents always made excuses. Now they think it is okay to what they are doing. Absolutely. They do. And I'm so sick of the parents that make excuses. I really am. You know what I mean? Like I'm like Bobo ain't never did nothing wrong in his life. And she know damn well Bobo got all kind of weapons in his room or all kind of drugs and don't never come home when he's supposed to, and if he do, he taking some chick to his room, disrespecting the fuck out of his parents, all that kind of nonsense, hanging out. No damn well she don't know where Bobo at half the fucking time, and she hear his name and shit, she act like she don't hear it, turn a blind eye, all kind of crap. The boy that did this to the 15-year-old, he was 18 and he was in a gang. See what I'm saying? And the first thing that a parent want to say is, that's my son. That's my son. Okay. Your son killed somebody. Now what you going to do? Now what are you going to do? Because you turned a blind eye, because you didn't put your foot in his ass, because you didn't smack him upside his fucking head, because you didn't let him know that you will crawl up one side of his ass and slide down the other one, taking the skin off his ass as you go. He turned out and went to the streets and did what he did. Now he done killed somebody. Now what you gonna do? You gonna hide him? You gonna get him out of town? You do know that there's no statute of limitations on murder, dumbass. Like, these chicks really get on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really do. They get on my nerves. I don't like them kind of parents. I don't like the kind of parents that get in front of the camera and get to crying and boo-hooing, talking about their kid ain't never did nothing wrong and all that. Fuck you and your kid. For real. Your kid running in the gang, he doing plenty wrong. The fuck? Tay said, I have the locations on my boys. That's right. Lady said, yes, Tay. Same here. And Grants. Mm-hmm. Mines couldn't go far. And I'm not saying that death ain't right around the corner. I'm not saying that if they just walk to the store, it won't be trouble. I'm not saying that. But it has a lot to do with the way that we raise our children as to how far away from home they go and who they're with and where they go. And they said here in Detroit, They just arrested a ton of kids because they've been doing teen takeover, where the kids come downtown and cause issues on purpose. My son be at home, and it will stay that way. That's right. Linda said, I agree, Sean. Um, and I'm tired of the parents that say, I don't know anything, or his father is absent. Bullshit. Simple. Patient. Pay attention to your damn kids. That's right. Pay attention. I was a single mom of 3 of them, 2 boys and a girl. And it was my daughter who took me to fuck through it. It was my daughter. It was not my sons, ironically. You know what I'm saying? So that be a bunch of fucking gaslighting ass, fake ass, phony ass shit talking about his father's missing. And do y'all know, I saw on Facebook a while ago, this guy was saying this is why fathers are necessary. And he was showing all these different scenarios of why a father is necessary. And the mother would say something to the kid, and the kid would say something smart back. And then the father would say something, and whoop, the son changed his whole tune, or the kid changed his whole tune and did what the hell mom told him to do. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that woman is going through that. But you got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. And what I say in those comments every time I see something pertaining to that, or when someone says that fathers are necessary, no. You got me fucked up. No, they're not. No, they're not. A parent is necessary. As long as that one parent is where they're supposed to be, doing what they're supposed to do, showing love and consideration and consistency, your kid will turn out just the fuck fine. Because I don't hear nobody saying mamas are necessary when it's single fathers. So, to excuse the fuck out of me, I hear nobody say where the mamas at with all these single fathers out here. I don't hear nobody saying that. Nobody. Okay? So, I'm an equal opportunity type of chick here. You know what I'm saying? Fathers are great to have, but they are not necessary. Not if you doing your motherfucking job. You got me fucked up. Because for my last son, his father, my husband, and I, front and center since conception. And guess what? I am the disciplinarian. Me. Period. That's it. That's all. Do I get in his father's way of chastising him and scolding him and all that kind of stuff? No, I don't. But it's my husband who says, here come your mama. Or you better go ask your mama. What your mama say? I don't say, what did your father say? I don't say that. I say, I'll think about it. That's just the dynamics of it. That's just what it is. Like, seriously, Pam, like dead ass, Tay. Vanessa, absolutely. Linda, for real, Tina. Lady, absolutely. Don't be telling me men are necessary, fathers are necessary. Fuck out of here. No, they're not. They're appreciated. Just like if if a man got his kids, a mama would be appreciated, but she's not needed as long as the father is doing as a parent what he's supposed to do. My husband has a friend, and he is a single father of 2 girls. Both them chicks is in college right now. And he's been a single father since I met my husband. Stop playing with me. Don't tell me it ain't possible. Don't tell me it ain't possible. What? I don't like hearing that shit, where the father's at. I don't know, motherfucker, but when you find him, tell him I said stay where the fuck he at, because I got this. The fuck? Shit. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. And a lot of times the mama and the daddy is there. And and that's not a guarantee to a happy ending either. Because a lot of time the mama and the daddy are being abusive emotionally, physically, verbally. They're absent. They're you know what I mean? Selfish. They do for themselves before they do for the kids. All that kind of shit. So stop telling me that both parents got to be in the household in order to have in order to raise productive children, because they don't. A lot of times when both of them are in the house, they ain't nothing but distractions for each other. Fuck out of here. A lot of times the man is in the house and all he want to do is beat on the kid because his ass was beat on, or because he's got some kind of, underlying issues of what the fuck he dealing with out there in the house, out there in the streets. So then he come in the house and he's got to exert his alpha shit because he been getting fucked up and fucked around on out there in them streets. So he come in the house and act like he that nigga. Motherfucker, beat it. Like that ass. Come on, man. No, absolutely not. I remember one time, my son that's 2 years, I'm lying, not 2 years, 14 years older than Doobie. One time he asked me if he could take his girlfriend. Now, mind you, our basement was finished. Half the basement was for our dogs, and the other half, it was a finished basement. With all the shit. I don't need to name it, with all the stuff. It looked like a living room, period, right? And it was a half bath in the basement, right? And it being in the basement, it's cooler down there. You know what I mean? It's surrounded by cement, so it's cooler down there. And so with the fan blowing, it's moving all that cool air around. So the basement was very comfortable. And my son had the audacity. He's in high school at this point. He may have been a junior or a senior. He asked me if he could take his girlfriend up to his room. I told him absolutely the fuck not. He said, why not? One, because I said no. And two, because you ain't grown. You're not married. What do you need to do up in your room that you think I don't know you trying to do in the basement? Huh? Clock all that, T. I said, no, sir. He said, and then he said something. I said, boy, you don't pay no bills around here. This fucker said to me, what bill you want me to pay? Because I think he was a senior, because he was working. He was, and he was saving to buy his first car. And he said, what bill you want me to pay, Ma? I chuckled. I said, you know what, son? Shame on me because I misspoke. Because let me make you understand something. I wouldn't give a fuck if you pay every bill in this bitch. You'll still never be my equal. I said no, and we will never discuss this again. You're not married, and the answer is no. You will take that heifer to the basement, make yourself comfortable on that couch in the basement. Or you take her on home, okay? And you bet not be trying that under her mama's roof, disrespecting her either. Period. And we only had to have that talk one time. But he did. He tried to ask me what bill did I need him to pay, as if that would make a difference. I had to correct myself really quickly. Like, wait, whoa. You misunderstood me. But that's my fault, because that's the way I put it. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I put it. So let me correct myself. You know what I'm saying? Your dad pays every bill in this bitch, and he can't do what the fuck he want to do. Okay? I'm grown as fucking the queen of this castle, and I still can't do everything I want to do. So what the hell make you think you can and you're my kid? Like, boy, bye. So, you know what I mean? And it's that kind of conversation that these parents need to be having. One of my sons, him and his friends, they used to all hang out at one of their friends' house, and the mama would buy them food, make sure they was good, and then she'd leave, go to her boyfriend's house. And my son and his friends up in there with the girls and all that kind of shit, I shut that shit right the fuck down. Like, no, that's not what we're doing. You ain't bringing no kids to my house. I ain't buying nan diaper. Okay? Like not now. Your ass in the 8th grade. It ain't no adult at that house. Oh, well, your fun time is over. You won't be going back over there again. You know, like, parents got to be parents. This shit is crazy. All at the mall with guns and shit. What the fuck? Shooting innocent people. Come on, man. Tay said exactly. Sometimes the father is causing extra drama. Sometimes. Or a mother. Vice versa. Absolutely. Absolutely. Linda said, because a lot of kids aren't made out of love. When you truly love our children, you don't even notice the absent parent. Because you always put your kids before yourself. That is the definition of a real parent. Absolutely, Linda. Tay said exactly. It's some parents that garden with their kids and all. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Wanda. Hey, Bull. Thank you for joining us, babe. I had played this. I'll play it one more time since you just came in, Bull.
The Sheriff's Department and the FBI, we also saw, as you heard us speaking, this is a very active investigation. We did see video just a few minutes ago of helicopters over the scene. We were hearing about drones being deployed in the area for that active investigation as well. Again, 1 confirmed dead, 9 injured in this shooting that happened at the Mall of Louisiana.
Well, the math continues to add up here, considering what Police Chief TJ Morse had to say earlier when he was describing the 10 victims that they knew of at that time. Some innocent bystanders who were there just probably getting a bite to eat there around lunchtime in the food court. But sadly, the EBR coroner's office confirming that one of those victims who was hurt initially has now died after this. He said that there were a couple people, that was the term he used, a couple people who were going through some very serious surgeries in the immediate aftermath of this shooting. But he couldn't provide more details on the severity of injuries from everybody else who was there. He couldn't share any names at that point because this was so early in the investigation. But as you said, Ashley, with it here in the next, I don't want to put a number on it because, you know, they'll say 5 minutes, it'll turn into 15, 20 minutes. But we should be getting some more information here relatively soon, which would indicate that they have more to tell us than they did when they spoke to us earlier, Ashley.
And just throwing out some of the questions that we are asking in our news right now. What is the scope of the search that's happening in the area? Where is this happening? How long has it been going on? What are the conditions of those other victims? Just as Andrew said, the varying levels of convictions. What weapons may have been used in this crime? And have they identified if it is just one suspect or if there are multiple people on the run that they are working to identify at this time? And who are these two groups of people? But again, as we have been reporting for the last couple of hours, no known threat to the public. And that's because this is considered an incident, including involving two groups of people that led to the shooting. Very active investigation. We did
See what I'm saying? This shit is crazy. Like, what the hell is going on in these motherfuckers' heads that they think it a good damn idea to go into a mall? A mall, y'all. A shopping center and pull out guns. Really? Oh, you're welcome, Wanda. Absolutely, love. Why are y'all taking weapons into the mall in the first place? Like, if you that goddamn scared, you need to stay the fuck at home. You're not a police officer. Why are you just walking around with a weapon and you're in the mall? And I dare say that since you ran and can't nobody find y'all, ain't nobody came forward, you probably shouldn't have that gun in the first fucking place. Yes. Yes, Wanda, the world is sad. Tay said, I just checked my oldest son location. I do not play. That's right. Wanda said, no, seriously, stay home. Tay said, it's nice outside too. Absolutely. And doctors, I remember years ago, doctors, psychologists, and things like that got together and they were talking. And they said it has a lot to do with cabin fever, like our psyche, like our endorphins. They react to the warmer weather, especially when you live in a cold terrain, right? In a cold geographical area. And then the weather gets warm again. Fuck you. I'm not eating none of that. Because everybody ain't doing it. Everybody's not doing that. Everybody is not doing that. So, you know what I mean? Like, no, that's got everything to do with what those idiots are choosing to do. The fact that they've been allowed to run amok, that's one. But then you've got the kind of parents that are front and center, that do give the talks, that do put up boundaries, that do have rules in the house. And that's the reason why their kids leave. How about that? How about that one, y'all? That's the reason why the kids leave home, because they don't want to abide by the rules in the house. Right? And what do? They get out there in them streets and they find a clique to cling on to. And before you know it, they doing life in prison without the possibility of parole. Because they done took somebody's life trying to fit into the gang. Lady said, don't value nor care about their own freaking life. That's right. Patrice says, this is the generation of crash outs. We as parents got to stay prayed up. Tay said, did you see, Sean, the guy that was slashing people almost a week ago in the train station on 42nd Street? And the cops, they had to gun him down. I'm glad they did. Tay said he came from the Bronx. Well, I'm glad they put him down. I am. Sound to me like you were screaming for it. I'm sorry. Not sorry. It sounded to me like you was tired of living, Tay. That's what it sounded like to me. Because people who like living, they become productive members of society. They take their ass to work or to school, and they take their ass home, or they're out in public and they're being respectful and they're minding their business and they're abiding by the laws so that they can see another day. But a motherfucker going up on 42nd Street in the station, causing harm to people, he sounded to me like he was ready to be put down. She said, mind you, the mother was justifying it. Well, fuck her too. How about that? Fuck you gonna justify some shit like that? Them the kind of mamas I'm talking about. Now, how the fuck you gonna justify that? Now, go on and get that black dress, lady. Go on and get that black dress, since you want to justify what your son was doing. Go on and bury your son. And I wish he had enough money for everybody that he hurt to sue her for wrongful death, since you want to justify some shit. Saying they didn't like to harm him, huh? I don't understand. Saying they didn't have to harm him, but it was okay for him to harm them, though, right? Ain't that a bitch? I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm not justifying that shit. Have to harm him. I figured that's what you meant. Yeah, well, she should have kept his crazy ass at home then. How about that? The fuck? That's what the fuck she should have did. They didn't have to. Well, he didn't have to do what he did to them other people too. But he did. What the fuck was they supposed to do? What were they supposed to do? Play patty cake with his ass? What the fuck? Shit. Nobody playing with these wannabe crazy ass motherfuckers. You want to be crazy? Okay. All right. That's why a lot of people are starting to be nervous to travel on the train because it's always something dumb like this happening, man. Listen, I have never been in the train stations there in New York City or in any of the boroughs because I have heard such horrible stories that my flesh would get up and walk by itself if I were to go down in them shits. I've heard about the crazies. I've heard about the smells, the noises, all of that. I couldn't do it. I could not do it, Tay. Lady said right, because the G not the problem. It's the person that's operating them. The gun is not the problem. It's the person that's operating them. That's right. And they need to bring back the death penalty. That's what they need to do. They need to bring that shit back. Period. Tay said, did you see the lady that passed away because of the guy that set her on fire in the train station because she fell asleep and he sat right there on a bench while the doors was open watching her burn? That's crazy. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm. That's crazy. That's crazy. That crazy motherfucker was just looking for a victim. Mm-hmm. See, it's shit like that. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. That's why I don't like people. Mm-mm. That's why I don't like being in crowds. For real. If we're going to a show, a concert, a play, a comedy show, I like to get there early. And I like to leave early. I do. I like to get there early, get to my seat and sit down so I can watch everybody else that's coming around. You know what I'm saying? And then I like to leave early so that I'm not in the crowd when I'm leaving and I can see what's going on in front of me. Absolutely. Now, does that mean that I'm, you could be picked off first? Absolutely, I could. But I'm just trying to do what makes me feel good. You know what I mean? Just trying to get away from the crowd. That's all. Trump spoke up for that one though. Yeah, fuck Chief Cheeto, his orange self. Fuck him. Fuck him, bitch made ass motherfucker. Fuck him. Okay? Fuck him. Tina said, tell you be careful when you're traveling. Yes. Gotta people watch for sure, T. Absolutely. 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 Mm-hmm. I like to leave when all the police are still standing outside. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because they're there to traffic control, so to speak. I like to leave when they're still out there. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. For real, Patrice, fuck him. Fucking wannabe ass motherfucker. Fuck him. My sister was assaulted by standing at the bus stop. She's a little shaken up. The lady got arrested, but the lady has issues. Yeah, well, she better get them issues under fucking control. But y'all better press charges, issues or not. Tina, you tell your sister that I said stay strong and make sure she press charges. That's it. That's all. That's why they have so many cops and army in the train stations now. See. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Tina said you're like me, Sean B. I don't like a crowd. I like to leave early and go home, but I always be watching for my surroundings. That's right. You have to. You have to watch for your surroundings. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You have to. And it's really sad. It's really sad that we live in these times have turned so drastically, but I know that's right, Tina. Hmm. I haven't liked Trump since the 80s when he took out a full page ad in the newspaper calling for the Central Park Five to be put to death when they were being accused of having raped that white lady. And come to find out they didn't even do it. And when the truth came out, his simple son, this simple toupee orange wearing motherfucker wouldn't even apologize. He wouldn't even apologize. Tay said, I don't play. I have a taser and I'm not doing mace. I know the taser is not legal, but if you attack me, I'm going to shock you and I'm going to keep on moving and call the police. That's right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, ladies spent all the years locked up. Yep. Spent their entire the rest of their teenagehood and into their adulthood locked up for something that they didn't even do. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. They were traumatized. Yes. Yes. Shit don't make no sense, man. It's wrong. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. But he's a racist son of a bitch. And them motherfuckers gonna be all right as soon as they fucking stop acting like they don't fucking know it. Because it's one thing I've been saying since the first time they put his derelict ass in office. Not all Republicans are racist, but all racists are Republicans. Come on now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Lady said in just because they gave the money, the damage was done. Absolutely. Charlotte said, then the one married that stupid girl named Delicious. She was only with him because he had some money. He was sad. She treated him so bad. He ain't had no business marrying that whore to fucking begin with. Hell, Flavor Flav had done ran all up and down her ugly ass. Come on now. Tay said the innocent ones that they go after be the ones doing the time, and the ones that should be in there, they let go. Absolutely. Do you think Kamala would be good? Yes, I do. because she always saying she would run possibly again. Absolutely. Listen, Kamala was the head prosecutor of California. Yes, she was the state's prosecutor of California. Okay? So, yeah, she could definitely have done the damn thing as the president of the United States, but they're never going to let that happen. They're never going to let that happen because this country is too racist, and they're what's the word I'm looking for? They're womanizers. They'll never, never, ever, never. They didn't like the fact that she was vice president. They didn't like that. They tried to make her as irrelevant as possible. But as it sexist, yes, Tay, thank you. But as it turns out, she was always the determining vote, right? Because of her being Democrat. So it wasn't shit that they could do. They were going to have to look in her face regardless. So, but yeah, I think she would. Because she's a woman. Absolutely. That's the only reason. And all the motherfuckers in California, because she locked their ignorant asses up or made sure that they got locked up, they refused to vote for her. So they didn't vote at all with their stupid asses, which did nothing but send a vote towards Chief Cheeto. And that's how he won. They mad because this black woman did her damn job. They're mad because she did her job, y'all. She was supposed to let them break the law. What do you mean? She was supposed to let them break that law with they black, yellow, and brown asses. She wasn't supposed to uphold the law. She was supposed to let them get away with that. Turn a blind eye. I think Michelle would have been good too. Yeah. Me too. But Michelle said she couldn't wait to get out the goddamn White House. She said she couldn't wait. Oh, man, she said she couldn't wait. She said they used any damn thing to complain about with her husband. And when they couldn't find shit, they talked about his tan suit for a week. You tell me the motherfuckers wasn't just racist. He was supposed to have on a black suit or a blue suit. He was never supposed to wear a light colored suit. Who the fuck said that? Who said that? Where's that written? That the president can't wear what the fuck he want to. Where the fuck is that written? Huh? Man, listen, they were so mad at Obama because Obama had that walk. Come on, ladies. Lord have mercy. Obama had a walk on him that was like, ooh, I'm coming, motherfuckers. Be there in a minute. The first time he won, I watched him. My husband was at work. He wasn't even my husband at the time. But he was at work. And he didn't know what the outcome was, what the election was. And I'm at home. I was off that day. And I turned on the news. CNN. Boom. This black man walking down walking that room, coming, you know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The way he was walking. Oh man, listen. Oh man, listen. I couldn't take my eyes off of him to dial the damn phone to call my dude at work. I couldn't take my eyes off of him. I couldn't do it. I didn't want to miss a thing. I didn't want to miss a step, not a dip, not a nothing. No. The way he come walking down that, ooh, Lord, yes. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. That's all black man. That's a black man right there. Look at the way he walking. That's a black man right there. Stop playing. Come on now. Yes. Yes, Charlotte. Yes. Obama got that Denzel walk. Ooh, wee. Tay said, lady, they knew we stand on, but they know we stand on business. Absolutely. Lady said, right, Tay. They couldn't handle that type of smoke. Absolutely. Tay said, I was so proud of him. CW said, then they just did a movie about the first lady and Trump met her with Epstein. I'm confused. How was all of this okay? Because they're the right complexion, girl. Don't do that. You know why it's okay. You know why. Absolutely. Tay said, that's why I love they still was making the self notice with the campaign with Joe Biden, even with Kamala. Obama turned that White House into a black house. No, he didn't do that, Tina. He didn't do that. He stayed respectful of the White House. First Lady Michelle Obama, her campaign was eating healthy. So she brought the kids in to help plant gardens, to have organic food. And then she went into with the Board of Education, with the Secretary of Education about the lunches at school and things of that nature. But it didn't last. It didn't last. As soon as they were out of the White, we had it for a good 8 years. And then it was over. Because right after that, Trump came in and he put some rich bitch ahead of education, and she don't know shit about education. And then the garbage lunches came right back. And that's when he had a brain surgeon over HUD. What the fuck do a brain surgeon know about municipal housing, public housing? What do he know the fuck about that? He did that on purpose. He emasculated the fuck out of him when he did that. And that dumb son of a bitch let him. He accepted that position. It ain't no way in fucking I'm a brain surgeon. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of here, stop insulting me. What? Just a bunch of fucking assholes. Like, he going straight to hell. I hope he know that. But he might be too narcissistic to even give a damn. Charlotte said, I know. It's just sad. This fucking white privilege is cooking me. Absolutely. Not one scandal about him or First Lady Michelle. Oh, girl, do y'all remember they tried to swear up and down that Michelle Obama was really Michael Obama? Do y'all remember that? Oh, man, these racist son of a bitches tried every fucking thing. They tried to say these motherfuckers had some video where she had on these white slacks because she always dressed her ass off. And she was dancing. And they tried to say that a fold in her pants was a penis. Like, are y'all serious? Like, it's just fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, just dumb. But they ain't never say shit about Bush's drunk ass daughters, though. They ain't never say nothing about the one that was drinking and the other one that was putting that shit up her nose. Or they ain't say nothing about them, right? Nothing. Nothing at all. Dick Cheney, he killed one of his friends while they was fucking hunting. Never heard nothing about that. Oh, it was ruled an accident, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and it just went away. But these people can't be at peace and ain't no scandal, no fucking where. Trump tried to say to motherfucker that Obama wasn't American. The fuck? The hell? Obama is just as much American. His mama is from Hawaii. Trump, I know that your father paid for your education, but did you not pay any attention at all that Hawaii is part of the United States? The fuck? And just because his father is from Africa, what the fuck does that mean? And he had dual citizenship. So excuse the fuck out of me. Oh, and then Trump wanted to get rid of all of the foreign people. Okay, start with your motherfucking wife, bitch. How about that? I'll agree with you as soon as you send that ugly bitch packing. Okay? As soon as you send that non-English speaking whore the fuck up out of here. How about that? Oh shit, he been going after Fannie Willis for years. He's been going after her for years. Years upon years. Hell, we've been in our new house for 6 years. It ain't even new no more. He was going after her before we even moved here. So, you know what I'm saying? Charlie said, but at the end of the day, white privilege only got him in after President Obama lived in the White House for 8 years. We are always going to have one up on him. Absolutely. Hell, we're always going to have one up on him because we're intelligent speaking people. This son of a bitch said that we could get rid of the C virus by drinking bleach. And then looked at the doctors and said, that's something they can do, right? Like, they could do that, right? Like, you dumbass. Just stupid. Just dumb. What? And I'm going to say this, and I hope y'all picking up what I'm putting down, but don't repeat it. Don't even comment. But somebody is going to be successful one day if y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Don't say nothing else. Just say yes, yup, but nothing else other than that. Somebody going to be successful one day. Only motherfucker in White House that's been married multiple times. Oh, and check this out. He married the bitch that he was fucking around on the bitch before her. How about that? He married the bitch. He married the mistress each fucking time. He married the fucking mistress. And Marla Maples was the only dumbass from the United States that he married. Everybody else was some foreign hoes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And he got the nerve to talk about foreigners. Motherfucker, pack your bitch up first. How about that? The fuck? Ugh. Charlie said, Trump dropped out. He didn't even know that Puerto Rico was a part of the United States when they had the hurricane. That's why he was going back and forth about giving them money until he realized, dumbass. You know what? The fact of the matter is, CW, he knew. He did not care. You saw he was throwing paper towels at them. He was throwing paper towels during a press conference with those people. These people didn't have electricity. Their homes were flooded. However it is that we think about the way they live, that is their culture. That is how they live. Could I live in the kind of homes that they live in? No, I couldn't. But I wasn't born in that, right? He knew he knew their plight. He knew the trauma that they were dealing with. And this stupid, ignoramus ass motherfucker was throwing paper towels at them. Believe me, he gets briefed. Yeah, he's dumb. And the reason why he say the dumb shit that he say, because he don't listen. He thinks all the time that he is the smartest one in the room. He really does. That's how narcissists are. Absolutely. Trump wanted Obama to release his birth certificate. Absolutely, he did. And Obama told Trump to go fuck himself. I'm not releasing shit, motherfucker. I was a senator. Are you fucking kidding me? Obama told Trump, Google me, motherfucker, or have your assistant do it, you dumb bitch. That's what Obama told Trump. Google it, motherfucker. I have a Wikipedia page, motherfucker. Go look it up. I'm not producing shit, but the rest of this motherfucking money every time I speak. Sorry, I can't say the same for y'all. Tay said, yeah, but you got to remember some of our ignorant black people that don't know better, that our celebrities are voting him in, which is crazy. Absolutely they are. Just like, what's his name? Dumbass. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Kanye. Stupid motherfucker. Gonna hug on him, talking about this my daddy. You so, like, just ignorant, y'all. Like, Kanye need to be on medication. Dead ass. Tay said, look at Amber Rose and a few other. They team him. Yeah, well, you know, what man isn't Amber Rose team for? Okay. Shit, somewhere along the way, that bitch forgot she was a white girl. So, go figure. Okay. CW says she was stupid, but their daughter puts Trump in her place. She don't like Trump at all. Great judge of character. He want to have the Trump Towers here in New York. Pack it up since you going with Florida and other states. Yeah, well. He lucky that his name's still on that one. Okay? Because of all the other ones, they took his fucking name down because them shits went bankrupt. Them shits went under. Okay? Trump didn't gain all the money that he has now until they put his ass in office. And that's because he was taking the money from office and giving it to his sons to go elsewhere and make and build shit and create shit. Trump was supposed to stop working. That is the law. But Trump hasn't abided by the law his whole entire life. Fuck him. Trump is retarded. Fuck him. Charlotte said that part. I saw that, Sean. I was so freaking mad. Lady said it's so sad how many supporters he have here. Girl, Mississippi? Oh, girl, I'm not surprised. You know what, lady? That brings me to my next subject. You know what I don't understand? Why y'all stay there? If I could be so blunt. I was watching what happened to the young man in the the gym that got rolled up in the mats. I forgot his name because I be remembering so many names, but y'all remember his name. It is right at the tip of Georgia. And it is the most racist town in Georgia ever. And I don't understand why. Yes, Kendrick Johnson. Yes, T, thank you. I don't understand why they stay. I do not understand why they stay. Do y'all understand that if all of y'all packed up and relocated and migrated somewhere else, that those towns would literally go bankrupt. Those towns could not survive without Black people. Yet they never pass up a chance to disrespect, degrade, murder, and get away with it. Black people. They literally parade around town with Confederate flags flying on their cars in the face of Black people every day, all day. And y'all stay there. To the point where people have become victims, being made strange fruit on these college campuses, yet y'all stay there. I don't understand that for the life of me. I do not. I do not understand that. I don't get it. I don't know why y'all stay. I could never, Tay. I could never. Fuck Nicki Minaj would hurt, you know. A lot of this shit just be for attention, y'all. But I would really, like, the Black people down south really need to think about that, though. Relocate. Take your professionalism, take your everything, your job, you can relocate. You could start over somewhere else. Sell that land and move. Go somewhere else. All of y'all. It ain't no way in fuck I'd stay in that town where that happened to Kendrick. I couldn't have did it. I couldn't have did it. I couldn't have, no. I'm serious. His mama, not his mama. I would, man, listen, I'd be fighting it from another city. I definitely wouldn't still live there. I would not. I wouldn't. Me and my whole goddamn family would have packed the fuck up and left. Dead ass. And we would have started a whole campaign for everybody else to do the same damn thing. If you're on food stamps, damn it, you can go to a different city and get on food stamps too. You know what I'm saying? You live in public housing, you ain't got the money to do it, save it. You can move and go to another fucking public housing. It ain't hard. It's not hard. But I damn sure wouldn't fucking stay there at all. Man, no, I get with my family and we'll set a motherfucking plan. We'll put our motherfucking money together and send somebody ahead of us. Okay? Go get an apartment, and one by one, as a family, one household to go, stay there long enough to get their own. When they move out, another household to come, stay there long enough to get their own, and until it ain't no more. Until there is no more. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I could not stay there. Hell no. Them cities is too goddamn racist for me. They are. And where I lived in Alabama, they are too. Unless you on a football team. Then they love your black ass. That's a fact. It's a fact. Long as you making them some football, some touchdowns and that kind of thing. Oh man, listen, they love you. Love ya. I just seen something on Instagram last night where they said like 680,000 people have left New York. They're either going to New Jersey or Long Island or move to Florida, Texas, and other states. Yeah, okay, well. Yeah, okay. Well, if they black, they gonna learn their lesson moving to Florida. I mean to Texas, I tell you that. I tell you that. Because of the cost. I understand. New York City is definitely too goddamn expensive. It is. I wouldn't live there either. I wouldn't. That's a fact. I wouldn't live there either. Hold on one second, guys. I'm back, guys. I had to turn my lights on outside. Oh, they said that's why I'm trying to run. When they say if you could live here and survive here, you can live anywhere. It is true. It is. And you don't have to leave New York State, hey? Just come to Western New York, anywhere Western. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere along Lake Erie. It's much simpler. It's not as like the cities up north, they go to sleep. You know how they say New York City is a city that never sleeps? It's not like that up north. It's not. It's not like that up north. And you can get a good job. Or you can go to school. You know, all that good shit. And you can live in peace. You know what I'm saying? You can live in peace. You don't have to look over your shoulder. You can ride the train. And you ain't got to worry about that kind of bullshit. Yeah, but they trying to make anywhere connected to New York expensive. Well, not where I live. So, in neither of the surrounding areas, period. I live here, so I know. I don't know what you've been told, but no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Tell me this, Tay. What could you get in New York City for $1,600 a month? What kind of living? Like, you know, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. What could you get for $1,600 a month? Tell me that. For $1,600 a month, what could you get? Let's talk about it. A studio, maybe a what? Girl. But it might be in a bad area. Tay. Oh my God. No. Listen, Tay, let me tell you something. Do you know from Rochester all the way up to Niagara Falls? Okay? I don't know about towards the Atlantic, but from Rochester up to Niagara Falls, you've got Rochester, you've got let me see. Lockport, Jamestown, Batavia, Dunkirk, Hamburg, Orchard Park, Buffalo, Niagara Falls. Let me see. Sanborn, Grand Island. Let me see. And it's some more. For $1,600, you can get a one-family house. What? 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths. Living room, dining room, kitchen, basement, full attic. For $1,600. In a nice neighborhood. Hello, somebody. So, okay. That's why I was trying to leave New York and go further out, just a different atmosphere. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hmm. Absolutely, boo. That's just a little nugget for you. Okay? I named all of those cities anywhere in there. And it varies from where you are. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, certain parts in Brooklyn and then Queens, they have some nice buildings, but it's not houses, absolutely. Unless you have Section 8 or something like that, which I don't have, absolutely. See, I'm talking about places where you're paying rent. I say nothing about no Section 8, nothing at all. And I just threw 1,600 out there. You see what I'm saying? You go up, you get better. You stay at 16, you're still good. You damn sure ain't in no goddamn studio, one bedroom. Fuck no. No, 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 no. Mm-mm, mm-mm. No. I don't know about Syracuse. I don't know about Albany. That's why I said Western New York. You come from like Attica up, you're good. Yeah, because when I was looking at the nice parts of Atlanta, 1,600 mortgage, almost 2,000, which is great. You're paying that sometimes in New York. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hmm. You know, I would like to visit Atlanta. I don't want to live there. And if I did, it wouldn't be Atlanta. It would be in a suburban part outside of Atlanta because Atlanta's going down. It's not what it used to be unless you're a millionaire. You know what I mean? I could definitely stay in another city outside of Atlanta, but not in Atlanta. Albany, I know from my friend, it looks a little ghetto to me. My father was paying over 1,500 in the 90s. What? Where? Where, Charlotte's Web? Where was he paying 1,500 in the 90s? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That side. Where, CW, was your father paying 1,500 in the 90s? It's killing me. In the 90s? 1,500? Would he stay in a mansion? Manhattan downtown. Oh, okay. Okay. I can accept that. That makes sense. Hmm. That's crazy. That's crazy. Neither one of them boroughs can have any of my money. None at all. Charlotte, so they do have lottery apartments, but these are hard to get in. Those buildings are very nice. Those are the buildings that they're making in different boroughs. It comes with amenities. And you can find those upstate New York as well, Tay. I'm just saying, just letting you know. The apartments around Western New York, the amenities, they come with state of the art fitness centers, fitness rooms. They come with Olympic sized swimming pools. Nothing, I mean, there's no gas bill. Your cable and your lights is included in your rent. And these are beautiful, beautiful apartments. And some of them are even townhouses. All that. Yes. All that. Mm-hmm. And for two bedrooms and two bath, 16, 18, depending on the square footage you want. Mm-hmm. Wall to wall carpet, ceiling fans, refrigerator, stove, microwave, washer, dryer, all that. If you want an attached garage, you pay a little bit more. You know, just depend on the kind of stuff you want. The rent and stuff like that is for those apartments, which is lottery, but they call it low income. No, see, that's that gaslighting bullshit. They playing with words. CW said, I swear, no little ish apartment. I was there every summer. It was freaking small, but the building was absolutely exquisite. This cable and electric was included in his rent. Yeah, but it's small as hell, right? Exactly. Exactly. And see, I'm just talking about just beautiful fucking apartments. Like dead ass. Amherst, Williamsville, Clarence. What? What? Lancaster, Depew. Come on, man. Come on, man. They caught me for one of them last year. They called me for one of them last year, which they was claiming will be 900, which I thought was great for a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, and amenities, but they gave me a hard time. That was in a Bronx somewhere where I didn't want to go. Well, I would like to hit the lottery and then go live across from Central Park over there where the rich, white, privileged people are. No, I don't. I don't. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I hit the lottery. I'm going to stay in Spalding Lake. You know what Spalding Lake is, you guys? Anybody ever watch All My Children? That's where those houses are. Charlotte. Am I seem like it's all cracked up to be a girl? Yeah, I hit the lottery. I'm going to stay in Spalding Lake. Absolutely. Spalding Lake is where Erica Kane was living. Okay, it's where Adam Chandler was living. Them kind of motherfucking houses. The Young and the Restless and shit. Them motherfucking houses. That's what Spalding Lake is. I hit the lottery. That's where the fuck I'm going. Absolutely, Tay, the stories. Absolutely. Girl, I'm watching my stories. I'll call you back. Yup, them. Yeah. I don't want to go live no goddamn Central Park. Fuck no, I don't. No, I'm good. I'm good. You still got to deal with the rats. New York City would go. I believe New York City will fall apart if they were to ever extinguish all the goddamn rats. Just terminate all the rats. Tay said I used to watch Passions. I don't think I know about that one. I don't think I heard of that one. Not Passions. But yeah, I'm going to Spalding Lake. I'm never leaving New York State at all. I'm not. I don't give a damn. I'm not leaving New York State. I'm not. New York State is where the racist people don't act like they're racist. Why? Because they know they gonna fuck around and find out. That's why. Oh yeah, lady. Dallas and Knox Landing in 90210. Stop playing with her. Absolutely, them was my shit ass. Absolutely. I was a little girl watching Dallas like, I want to be just like them when I grow up. Absolutely. Tay said it got better though, but it seems like they're migrating into the train stations. Ugh. See, that's because all that water, all that flooding and stuff that them train stations been going under. Oh my God. Oh Lord, no. I wouldn't be no good. I would be no fucking good. Hell no. I would be no good if I saw a goddamn New York rat. They said them motherfuckers big as cats. Dynasty. Yes, lady. come through now? Dallas Dynasty, Knots Landing? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, yes. I named one of my dogs after CG, lady. You remember CG? I named one of my dogs after her. I liked CG. When you said Spalding Lake, I thought you was talking about Guiding Light. That's what it's that kind of area is my point, Tina. That's my point. That's what the houses look like out there. Falcon Crest. Lady, stop it, girl. Yes. Falcon Crest was my favorite. Falcon Crest was my favorite. Yes. Yes. Tay said, now I think the new mayor or whatever he is, he's trying to have people pay for those garbage bins. Like if you live in our apartment, but then that's fine, but that's going to bring the oh, God. I mean, and don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? They are everywhere. It's just a matter of who is that? Dude. Oh. Somebody pulling up in front of my house and it's dark outside. Stop playing with her. Y'all was about to hear some business going on. I love when Sean B do. Yes. Yes. I'm just saying though. Absolutely. I love Falcon Crest. What? Tina said young and restless. Bold and the beautiful. Yes. As the world turns. Stop playing. Guiding Light. Yes. What she want, Doobie? My birthday. I know that's right, though. Y'all, Doobie birthday is tomorrow. And his sister just pulled up to give him his gift. She probably gave him some money. She probably gave him some money or bought him a game card. Melrose Place. Lady, you know what? I'm going to need you to get up out of my TV guide, girl. What? Yes. My friend say he wanted to be like JR. Girl, JR got taken out. Y'all remember who killed JR? Y'all remember that big scandal? Yes. Tay say, oh yeah, my baby about to be 15. The nighttime soaps, that's what they were. Yes. Yeah, my baby about to be big 15. Yes, miss. Yes, miss. In fact, 15 years ago today, I would say I was at the hospital in labor. I was at the hospital in labor, and then it was either 9:59 or 10:59 a.m. I gave birth. Yeah, one of his brothers took him to get his hair braided earlier. He paid some girl to braid my baby's hair. So tomorrow he'll go get his line, his edge up, and his taper and all that. His sister then came through and gave her his gift. So, gave him her gift. And his father gave him part of his gift a week ago, took him shopping, and tomorrow he's going to take him, he's going to give him his gift, and then this weekend he's going to take him to Lasertron and let him him and his friends, and just let them exert themselves at Lasertron. Tay said, you know what's so funny? Because I watch all the old TV shows, like movies-ish. Isha, the Parkers, Good Times. Absolutely, Tay. I don't watch the Parkers too much, but I damn sure will binge watch on Good Times. I don't care how often I've seen them. Do y'all remember the Desperate Housewives? I do. I do. I didn't get into them that much. Or what was the chicks in New York name? What was their names? The ones that was in New York with Mr. Big and all that. Jessica Parker. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I didn't get into them either. Because it got so cliche-ish. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Give Me a Break. I love that one. But the girls in New York, y'all know who I'm talking about. The four, was it 4 of them or 3 of them? And one of them had a real bad shoe fetish, and she liked Mr. Big, but Mr. Big didn't want to commit to her. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I couldn't get into them. They were like spin-offs. You know what I mean? They were like spin-offs, and it just got too like, okay, now y'all copycat type of thing, you know? So I couldn't get into it. I tried, but I couldn't. You know, you just couldn't fuck with. I will tell him, Tina, thank you, love. You couldn't fuck with Dallas and Falcon Crest and all of them. You just couldn't do that. Knots Landing and all of them. You could not fuck with them. Like, period. You couldn't fuck with them. Those were the first TV shows where bitches was fighting. Stop playing. Okay. Like dead ass. Yeah. So Joan Collins, no, she was a trip. She was a trip. She knew she was that bitch. Joan Collins, I could just hear her say, I'm not a bitch, I'm that bitch. I could just hear her say that shit. I really could just hear her say that, you know. But she said it in her walk. Nothing else mattered. How about that? Absolutely. TV is not like it used to be. It isn't. I remember when all of this explicit stuff that's happening now wasn't even heard of. I still watch what's happening. 227, Charlie's Angels, Knight Rider, Mama's Family. I know that's right, lady. It's very nostalgic. It really is. And it's clean. You know, you don't have to worry about seeing all that stuff that we as children would never have even imagined, let alone now it's in front of us on TV. You know, it was so funny because you brought up Kanye West, but it is so funny how his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian, she be on black people. Man, come on now, okay? In the Heat of the Night, loved it. Jeffersons, loved it. Yes, yes, absolutely. Sanford and Sons, absolutely. All of them. All of those. You know, all of those. Even the Cosby. You know, it's a different world. All of those. Oh, man, come on with Alice and Laverne and Shirley and Happy Days. Come on, y'all. That's My Mama. Come on now. Come on now. Yes. All of those. When TV was safe. New York Undercover. Man, Tina, come through. New York, The Wire. Come on now. Designing Women was cool too. Absolutely. Absolutely. But the New York Undercover though, listen, Tina, listen here. Listen here. In the hood, when New York Undercover was coming on, you couldn't find a motherfucker outside. You couldn't, because New York Undercover was on. You just couldn't, because you wanted to see what celebrity were they featuring that night that was performing in a nightclub. You wanted to see them two motherfuckers right there. New York Undercover was the shit. Yes, Tay said I watched all those shows. I had no choice, but it was a good time. Absolutely. Designing Women. T said good TV. Lady said Maud. Buttercup said I watch Young and Restless, Beyond the Gates, Bold and Beautiful every day. Okay, okay. It's funny how them people don't age, ain't it, Buttercup? Them people just don't seem to get old. Did y'all hear about Luke dying from a general hospital? Remember Laura and Luke, y'all? Luke died about a month ago in real life. I'm saying. Yeah, yeah. He was battling cancer and he died. So the Luke and Laura saga is literally officially over. My aunt was crazy about the Golden Girls, Tay. Absolutely. Tay said back then we had the TVs that was on the floor models. Absolutely. If you had those TVs, it was considered like a big screen TV today. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you had a floor model and you had cable, oh man, shit, you was considered rich. Even if you lived in the hood, like when we was young, we didn't know nothing about this is the hood, right? But if you had a car and if you had a floor model TV and you had cable and you had a microwave, oh, y'all was rich. Absolutely. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Absolutely. You had all that. You were definitely rich. Yes, yes. And don't fuck around and have a stereo equipment too. Because you know the kind of record players. Yeah. Okay now. Hmm. Yes. Tay said my mother had all that plus chandeliers and everything, which I didn't understand because at the time she had 5 kids. The rest of my other siblings come from my dad. Okay, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, when I was a kid, rent was $350. I found that out. I asked my aunt how much was rent in the house that we stayed in before we moved down south. And she told me $350. And we had 3 bedrooms. We lived downstairs. It was a family upstairs. But we had 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, living room, dining room, kitchen in the basement. $350. That's it. But minimum wage was lower as well. So, minimum wage might have been $7 back then. So you know what I mean? It's like 6 in one hand and half a dozen in the other, So it still equaled out. But I'm just saying it was unbelievable. And it was easier to hustle back then too. You know what I'm saying? Back then, a 8 ball, you could definitely pay the bills, re-up, and feed the kids, and buy groceries. You know what I'm saying? On an 8 ball. Today, man, bye. 8 ball ain't doing shit. Tina said, I remember when my daughter wanted to come and she let me watch New York Undercover. I went into labor after that show was finished. Oh my goodness. Tay said, yes, we had the wooden stereo system that had the record player. My sister and them had records like Old Dirty Bad Records. Yeah. What's the one that used to have like the white stuff on his nose? I forgot. You talking about the white stuff on his nose. You talking about what the fuck? The fuck was his name? You talking about that song Humpty Hump with Tupac? That's what you talking about, Tay? And my brother was into rapping back then because of Roxanne and Shantae and Molly Ma. And my cousins used to be DJing on the record cassettes. Absolutely. Records were the vinyl, the cassette was the tape. Tay, I think my sister just got rid of those records maybe 2 years ago. Wow, she shouldn't have. Those would be worth a fortune. Yes, records would be worth a fortune. hmm Man, nostalgia. It's amazing. It's amazing. You didn't hear no cursing. You didn't hear none of that. Now these days, you know what I'm saying? You got the gay men all in your face. You got the gay women all in your face. Um, you got, you know what I mean? You've got half naked bitches all on TV. Like the shit is just pathetic. It's really sad. It really is. Fighting and shit. Motherfuckers making TV shows, putting bitches in houses to fight. Like the fuck? Like that is some dumbass shit. It's really stupid. I miss those days. I wish they can bring those days back. Come through, y'all. Come through. They not bringing them back. They're not. They're not. That generation, and don't get me wrong, I'm not wishing this on anyone, but that generation would have to die off in order for the days we came up in to come back. Because we're trying. But as long as them dumb, ignorant, low self-esteem having, fake body, horsehair wearing, fake teeth smiling bitches is on TV, it's a wrap. You can forget it. And as long as them nappy haired, call they self rapping, can't understand a fucking word coming out of their goddamn mouth, okay, is still rapping and lying about what they got and what they did, ain't got shit and ain't did fuck nothing. Okay, until they end up in prison for snitching on their damn self. Okay, until they're all either dead or in prison, it's not gonna happen. And the messed up thing about it, y'all, is this is exactly what the music industry wanted. This was what they wanted. Did y'all hear? Was it Busy Bone? I think it's Busy Bone, the dark skinned one. Did y'all hear him when he was being interviewed a few years ago? And he said that he was invited to a party. And they had a sort of a contract going around in the party, asking these men to sign these contracts, and they would be guaranteed a record deal. And he said, okay, but what's the catch? Because I'm not stupid. They told him what kind of music he would have to make. Because all of the guy who was doing the explaining, the host of the party, pointed at all the motherfuckers in the suits. And he said, you see them over there? All the brothers was like, yeah. Well, they own prisons. They're private owners, investors in privately owned and operated prisons. And we need to fill them up. Listen to me, y'all. Listen to me. He said, we need to fill them up. And if we make the music, they'll follow. And we will fill them up. Busy Bone said, I'm not with that. I'm not with that. Y'all not listening. Y'all not listening. Y'all still talking about nickel and penny candy and shit. Y'all not listening. That is exactly what happened, y'all. They changed the trajectory of music, put through dirt, mud, and blood on it. And now we have the garbage that we have today. And look at our prisons. Our prisons are even more full now than they were 20 years ago. So, but y'all don't want to talk about that though. Y'all want to talk about nickel candy and dime candy and old school candles like whatchamacallits and shit. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's nothing but part of the conspiracy in order to create modern day slavery, y'all. And I'm not a conspiracist. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not. I'm just calling it what it is. They raised the price of everything to make it harder to obtain, to ensure that criminals do what criminals do. They let them out on the petty shit. They give a minimal time when they do something serious, which does what? It makes them get more hard-headed, more brazen, more bolden to do even more. And before you know it, the motherfucker who was snatching purses is now shooting motherfuckers and killing them. And there he is doing life in prison, sitting on death row for 30 years until they finally put the needle in his arm. They got the bitches on TV with their titties out, their ass out. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, y'all. These bitches got kids in the whole nine and it don't even fucking matter. Because that's that socially acceptable bullshit. And these bitches got kids at home. They're dying to have their body augmented. Like, this shit don't make no goddamn sense. It's motherfuckers all over social media showing how their lips are fucking exploding. Okay? Their cheekbones is pushing their eyes to the other side of their head. Their ass cheeks are literally dropping to the backs of their knees. Okay? But these bitches is still dying, bleeding out, in order to have their body look like somebody else's, as if they don't see that the bitch who did it, she looks like a fucking ant. Her legs is skinny as fuck. She's fucking knock-kneed, okay? But she got the ass the size of a horse. What the fuck does that, how does that make sense? Yeah, they may be leaving the music industry now, but that's because the damage is done. Hell, these prisons is so overcrowded now that now they have to use the privately owned and operated prisons. They have to. They don't have no more fucking room. Motherfuckers is living in these shits like animals. Like dead ass. Shit is crazy, man. Crazy. I'll struggle every damn day if it means I get to keep my clothes on, have me some fucking self-respect, and not listen to that garbage they call music. Because it's garbage. It really the fuck is. Shit don't make no damn sense. And then they only let you make it but so damn far, and then all of a sudden you end up shot and don't nobody know who the fuck did it. And they find some peon to go and make, buy their mama a big, beautiful house while you go sit in prison for 10 years. Our lives ain't even worth life. No, you just go sit there for 10 years. We'll make sure you make parole. I don't even listen to the radio, y'all. I don't. I make me playlists, and as soon as I get in the car, I'm hooking up my phone, and I'm listening to my playlist. And I don't go beyond maybe 2010 10. I don't go beyond that for music. Dead ass. When I had my birthday party, we didn't play nothing but 90s music. Nothing but. It's really sad. It's really fucking sad. It really is. Oh, boy. This is still not letting me scroll, guys. I don't know what the hell is going on. I really don't know. Why it's not letting me scroll. I'm not going to be able to play my song, y'all, because I can't get to it. Ah, okay. I had to take it back and bring it back. Okay. All right. Yeah, I got it clicking. I got it, y'all. It's okay. I got it. But, you can't understand. Wait. What? You can't understand what they're saying. Absolutely not. You can't. You can't. At all. But y'all, I'm going to let y'all go. I've got to rotate some laundry before I retire for the night. I appreciate you guys for turning up with me, showing up and kicking it with me. We definitely talked about one thing or another. Tay, I want you to give it some thought, okay, about where you relocate to. If you'd like, hit me up in my email and, I can send you some listings in, different areas. Or I could just send you to cities and you could just research them yourself. There are even some apartment complexes are on YouTube. So, okay. I love you guys. I love you guys. Good night, y'all. Yeah. This damn fast ass was gone the whole damn time. The whole time. Hold on, y'all. There we go.
Late night glow on the YouTube screen. Sean B steps in where the cuts run deep. From a New York state of mind she was born to see. What gets lost in the dark, what they don't want to speak. Silk in her voice, but the questions hit hard. Pulling back the curtain, laying truth on the yard. Every hush-hush story, every shadow clue. She's piecing up the pain till the whole thing comes through. She don't chase noise, she follows the trail. When the headlines miss, she will still unveil. With a sharp-eyed soul and a heart that knows some stories need light so the healing can grow. On YouTube, tune in, let the realness rise. Like, share, subscribe, keep the truth alive. Bringing dark today, giving lost names For the tears unseen and the cries turned low, she be lifting up the weight that the world let go. Every fact she finds got a purpose and pulse. Every case she touches makes the silence convulse. No cheap thrills, just grace and fire. Taking buried details higher and higher, where the whispers get drowned and the weak get missed. She's a soulful reminder they still exist. She can feel when the story ain't sitting right, so she walks through the dark just to bring back light. With that grown woman glow and pimping a flare, she's reaching for the truth, cause it's waiting there. On YouTube, tune in, let the realness ride. Like, share, subscribe, keep the truth alive. Sean B on the scene, bringing dark today, giving lost names rhythm, giving silence a say. Like, share, subscribe, let the people come through. When Sean B talks truth, baby, everybody knew. She got that city soul, that uptown grace, and a mind that can read what time can't erase. So gather round close, let the story unfold. Some truths need a voice, some hearts need a hold, and she won't let the quiet just fade away. She's turning low, whispers into words that stay. And you tune in, let the realness ride. Let the realness ride. Like, share, subscribe, keep the truth alive. Sean B on the scene, bringing dark today, bringing dark today. Giving lost names rhythm, giving silence a say. Like, share, subscribe, let the people come through. Sean B keeps it real, and she's speaking it true. Sean B, true crime, where the hidden gets revealed, and every story matters. Yeah, Sean B on YouTube. Ooh, yeah. Late night on the screen, got the city lights low. Sean B bringing truth to the stories below. From New York with grace and a mind so wise, she can see through the dark, she can read through the lines. Every clue, every name, every twist, every turn, she be digging down deep till the realness burns. For the ones left behind, for the pain unseen, she be lifting those voices in between the scenes. So like, share, subscribe, let the real ones roll. Sean B on the case, going straight for the soul. On YouTube she shines, bringing truth to the few. When the world stays quiet, she comes breaking through. Like, share, subscribe, let the story breathe. Sean B got the light that the people need. Ooh, Sean B, true crime, baby. Tune in and watch the truth speak.